Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. Oh, it's been so amazing. Thank you so much. The views have been over the top. I am totally thrilled with the comments that I have been receiving. I am so humbled and so extremely happy at all of you and the way that you have been giving back the love that I've been giving to you so long. It's been almost 3 years. Almost 3 years, and we've come a long way. I want to thank each and every one of you for your emails, your love, your kind words, and I cannot stress that enough. I feel as though I've received my Christmas presents already. Seriously, I'm so happy. Thank you, thank you. I would like to say that today is the 15th of November, and as usual, I am running late. This is like, it's past the stage of being silly, and I know it's crazy. So times have been crazy. You know, we've been through such hardship. This year has been really tough with Mars retrograding where it was for months, like it was, in a difficult spot. The energies just in general, and I'm not going to go into the astrology at the beginning of the readings. I will put a small section, the end part of the video will be the astrology part. For those of you that are interested, can stay on and watch the rest of the video. For those astrology lovers out there, I will speak a little bit about that, but not in the beginning of the video because there's a lot of people that want to watch the tarot. So it's the 15th today, 15th of November 2018, and these readings are love in general for the mid-month to the end of the month, okay, of November. I am going to be doing the extended readings. Instead of uploading them on Vimeo, from now until Christmas, I will be uploading these videos on YouTube. Just so you know, this is me giving back to you. I'm almost at 40,000 subscribers. So thank you so much again. So there's going to be a part 1, part 2. The part 1 will be the divine spread. Okay, with the hidden messages, the divine messages, and the karma dharma messages. I will be taking one card from the Black Moon astrology cards, 1 or 2, all right, for each sign in the first part. And I'm also using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, which I have. It's a new deck, and I'm so happy to use it on these readings, okay, by Ciro Marchetti. Now, all the rest of the cards that I'm using, I will put the list in the description box below. So, in the second part, which is the free second part of your reading, which, as I said, would normally be on Vimeo, you're getting it for free. And before I forget, I would like to wish Sagittarius a happy birthday, even though we're still in the time of Scorpio for a few more days. Happy birthday if it is your birthday, and happy solar return. Happy birthday, dear Sagittarius. It's your turn. The sun is coming into your sign, and you are blessed by Jupiter, your ruler. So this is going to be a very special birthday for you. Again, thank you all for your love and your commitment to my channel. Okay, let's go on to the readings now. And please don't forget to share, to like, subscribe, and comment. That keeps my channel going, and it is very important. All right, so thank you again. Part 1, here we are. Hello Cancer, welcome to Divine Debut. How are you? Hope that you're all well. Thank you for being here. This is your mid-month of November 2018 till end of month. It's the Divine Spread and I'm giving you a freebie. I'm extending on YouTube from now until Christmas. So I won't be uploading the extended on Vimeo, so don't look for it there. Make sure you watch this reading first and then the extended part after this video. Okay, the link should be in the description box. If not, it's very easy to find it. It's called the free extended reading for your sign. So let's see, dear Cancer, what you're working through mid till end of November 2018. Whilst Venus has turned direct, which is fantastic, but we're in a Mercury retrograde, so let's hope that these readings won't give me too much trouble. So your Karma Dharma position is the moon. That is your card for me. For me, the moon is the card of Cancer. Now, others say Pisces. Yes, that could be true as well. For me, that's how I feel, because the moon card, the moon is actually the ruler of the 4th house, which is Cancer in the natural zodiac. So let's take a Black Moon Astrology card, and then I will put down your cards as well. The Tarot, do the Divine Spread for you. Let's see what else we need to know from the Astrology cards. Cancer and November. Mid to end of November, and you've got the North Node in your sign now. So interesting. Wow. Scorpio, I transform. So you're going through some sort of a transformation, dear Scorpio. Did I say Scorpio? Dear Cancer. Okay, some of you have got strong Scorpio in your chart as well. Okay, you may have a stellium of planets in Scorpio, let's say. You might have like 3 planets in Scorpio, but your sun is in Cancer. So let's see what's going on. And the Scorpio I transform card is a 20, and 20 is the Judgment card. So Scorpio's ruler is Pluto. Pluto is going direct in Capricorn, which is your karmic partner. So get ready for the eclipses, you guys, the next 18 months, because the nodes have shifted into Cancer and Capricorn. You're going through major change and transformation, your home and your career life. Let's see what the Tarot shows for Cancer. And I'm using Ciro Marchetti's Legacy of the Divine Tarot, which is a beautiful deck. So at the foundation, dear Cancer, we've got the 10 of Cups. Wow. This card has shown up for everyone with Venus having gone direct. It is amazing. Nearly all the signs have gotten the 10 of Cups. So look in the fireplace there. We've got Mars and Pisces. Now Mars has just literally moved, it's ingressed into Pisces. So this is going to be very interesting. Mars will be in Pisces until the end of the year, till the 31st of December. 10 of Cups, wow, bliss, bliss. Let's see what's in the hidden position. We've got the 3 of Cups, and I just did Gemini. They had the same card in the same position. So if you're on the cusp, go and watch their reading. There's a lot to see there. In the recent past, we have the 7 of Wands. At the present position, we've got the Fool. You're starting a new cycle. You are. Big transit, the North Node in your sign. Let's see what your goal and your aspirations are. 7 of Pentacles. So receiving the harvest, it looks like. You're wanting a return on what you've already planted. The advice and action to take is the Hanging Man. So you're going to have to be patient though. And the outcome card, dear Cancer, is the Tower. Now this could be Scorpio energy. For me, it's Uranus. Uranus having, breaking down what does not work. Uranus has moved into Aries. And that's why you've got the Fool card. Aries is the Fool. In the divine position, and what is happening with the transits and the sky, we have the star. I just said Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius, moved into Aries. And also Mars has moved away from Aquarius. And it's in Pisces, where it doesn't really like to be that much. It's not very strong there. So, dear Cancer, issues to do with family, your home, your foundation. This is a card of fear. It's a card of perception. I wanted to say intuition, how you perceive your higher self, how you acknowledge the messages that you receive through your sleep, through your dream state. And Cancer is obviously our foundation, our home, our roots, our mother as well. Now the moon, the full moon this month will be on the 23rd, and it's going to be in Gemini. And full moons are all about completions, about clarity. I'm going to take another card on the Tower. So what is changing? What is shifting drastically? Here's the card. And we've got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups could be your energy. This is a water sign. Let me take one more card, because the Queen of Cups can be just, we've got a water sign, okay. Intuition, you feel the shift coming, but what's the shift about? I would like to know. Now, it is a transformation, obviously, but what chance are you being given? And the Queen of Cups is an emotional queen. She's the Queen of Hearts. So love is changing. You're on a new journey. Swords, Six of Swords. So if you've been through hassles, problems, some of you may be leaving an air sign, could be leaving an air sign, could be an Aquarian, because the star in the divine position can speak of healing. Nevertheless, it's a wish. The divine is granting your wish. And you need to trust your intuition. You are very strong intuitively. And if you've got Scorpio in your chart, strong Scorpio, then you need to trust yourself, honey. Okay, so at the foundation, 10 of Cups, family bliss. Even the cat and the dog are happy. I love this card. This is beautiful. 10 of Cups says that there is completion on all levels of happiness. There is love here. And there is friendship. Look at how the cat and the dog are really good friends. It's as though two opposites, two different people being together. They're so different, but they've got a bond. They've got a bond which is really, really strong. So 10 breaks down to a 1. So you've gotten to some sort of a completion of a cycle. Now in the hidden position is the 3 of Cups. So what you don't know is that there is going to be some sort of a celebration. Either you're going out to a gathering where there's music, or, and this could be gossip as well, because I'm not reading reversals. This could be getting together with family, friends, some special celebration happening. It is rejoicing. It is celebrating. So something has gone really well that's brought strong emotions and happiness through the family. Now, we're going to see in the extended, of course, but there is like the 10 of Cups, it's the family. The happiness comes through the family. I will see further down the track what that could mean. Let's see the recent past, the 7 of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is past the stage of the Six, and this person is holding that Ace of Wands. So could this be a new project that you are beginning? Could this be something that is creative, that is going to get you to more success? It's as though you've come to a plateau of success, but you've got another ace up your sleeve, and you feel very strongly, and there's a strong passion behind it, a strong inspiration to fight for what you believe as well, to fight for your ethics, fight for your ideas, fight for business. Maybe you've got competition here, but you've got the upper hand. Do not worry about that. And you are going through a new doorway, as you can see here. Now, having the Tower here and moving away, something is coming down. Something to do with your emotional self. Something is shifting. Now, the Six of Swords is a card of perception. So maybe your perception is changing. Maybe you're coming out of your heart space and using your logic more here, if something had not been working for you. Just moving the cards up a bit. So at the present position, we've got the Fool. And as I said, this is Aries. This is like the seed that you're planting. You're planting a new seed. You're beginning a new karmic cycle. Could it be after the full moon that you are on a new journey? You're taking a risk. You're beginning something new. Crowning your reading is it's a time of harvest. So you may be receiving accolades, congratulations, money that you've been working on. It's time to collect. You're receiving the harvest here. So you're stopping to smell the roses, and money's coming through. Money that was maybe owed to you. Now, some of you may have started a new, you may have started a new cycle where there could have been a move of a home. The family home has moved into the country here, close to the wheat fields. And this is a beautiful atmosphere here. There is abundance in this card. There really is. Now here with the Hanging Man, we've got a pause. This is like trying to do backflips. You are obviously having some sort of difficulty here. There is some sort of stagnation that you're not happy about. It's, trying to work with time. You're trying to work with time here, but how long can you keep doing that? So you've been stagnant. You haven't been moving recently. Money's looking good, but this new journey that you've begun, now new business, nothing comes from one day to the other. Everything has its time before it can ripen. The apple, before it ripens, we can pick it. There is a time to process, and whatever that is. Now the Queen of Hearts here, if this is your energy, then the Tower comes in and changes things up, changes things the way they've been. They're not going to be the same anymore. Now, if this is a Scorpio and this is not your energy here, then some of you may be leaving a Scorpio. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Others of you could be leaving an Aquarian. We've got the Star card here in the Divine Position. You're going to be given hope. Okay, you're going to have hope. You're going to have the healing. You're going to have it all. This is a wish come true. If you have wanted to start a new cycle, to start a new relationship, if you have been communicating through social media, you may have met someone who is of a water sign, I'm going to say. So it could be Pisces, Scorpio. Scorpio is very strong here as well. But they could also have Earth. I'm going to say Earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising as well. Now, the Hanging Man is Pisces, so we've got Pisces. For me, Pisces it's the divine love. Pisces is where Neptune is, and Pisces is where those glasses are going to come off. If you haven't been able to see well through the veil, through whatever is disillusioning for you, you're waiting until this Neptune goes direct in about 8 days. You probably will have the information then. Now, in the extended reading, of course, I'm going to take more cards. So some of you may be hoping to travel. The star could be international, something at a distance, something that you have been hoping to do, a place that you've been hoping to visit, could be at a distance. Now, could there be, could work be very demanding? Yes, it could be very demanding here. And of course, balancing everything in our life is not easy. Sometimes we're more focused on love, other times more on business. As you can see here, the Fool is actually stepping on an hour clock, an hourglass as well. So again, we've got time issues, and it looks like where he's at is very Aquarian. He's up in the ethers. He's not on this 3D plane. So it feels as though he's got a bird's eye view of the world down under. So it's as though the world is his oyster here, I feel. And for those of you that have moved to the country, some of you may be feeling out of your waters, like a fish out of water. Maybe there were reasons why you had to move, and you're just feeling like you don't belong, even though he really looks like he fits the environment, doesn't he? This is like magic. The Fool here is like magic. So the Fool is Aries. Aries is the seed that is planted. As I said, it's the beginning of a new cycle. And Aries is also the warrior. So you're pushing hard, trying really hard to settle in, let's say. And then here comes the Tower, and there is movement again. So could there be literal movement again? Moving house. Maybe you're a person who's used to being in the city and the country is just too quiet. Whatever the case, you are all about your home. You want to be comfortable. You want to be where your roots are, where your family is. Okay, I'm going to explore this reading and extend it on the next video, on the free video. So, I don't know if I need to mention anything else. I think that at the foundation, the Ten of Cups says that whatever makes the family happy makes you happy too, dear Cancer. And you want a peaceful and warm foundation. Very Cancerian indeed. So you are going through a major overhaul, a major transformation. Your life is going through a rebirth. Pluto is in Capricorn. Capricorn is your status as well, how people see you in the world. Are you the boss? Are you the person who gives the orders? Is your status changing? Are you changing from married to single? Are you changing from single to married, to going out, to dating? There are many changes here, and the Tower is going to be lovely to see with the Sibilas. I really want to see what this tower is. Now, the Queen of Cups here, she's just gorgeous. So beautiful. Very intuitive. Very intuitive indeed. Dear Cancer, now, even if your moon or rising is Cancer, here we've got the Queen of Cups who has got many fish around her. So the fish is Pisces. So you may be dealing with someone who could have Earth as well as Pisces in their chart. I don't believe we're talking about Aries. Aries could be the North Node, because it's like the with the nodes that have changed, we've got the full. So this is a new beginning, and this could be the big change of a shift coming in your lives. I feel that there's a strong change here, and you're going to be happy in the end. You've got the Three of Cups in the hidden position. You're going to be happy with it. When you settle down and you're given, you're going to transform, you're going to fit into your environment. Things take time. All right? I think that I will leave you with that, dear Cancer. Let's go on to the extended part. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. You are so sweet. For those of you who want to watch the astrology, just stay on and watch the rest of the video. As well as that, I'd like to say that I'd like to thank you for your patience. You've been quite patient for these readings, and thank you so much for your support in general. I know it's going to be an 18-month big change for all of you, so get ready for those changes. There is change, and many times change is so much better than being stuck in the ethers, stuck in nowhere, stuck in limbo. So do look at it as positive, and that's the divine leading you to the next phase of your life. Okay? Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, for you astrology lovers, a little bit on that. Okay, so November 15th, we've actually got Mars that enters into Pisces. Wow. Interesting, eh? After so long that Mars has been in Aquarius, like, I don't know, for 4 or 5 months. And that's incredible. Finally, the Martian, which is full of fire and passion and, the driving force. It's our will, it's our energy. It actually moves into Pisces, Mars does, which Mars is the ruler of Aries, right? So Aries, Mars is nearly at home. When it moves into Aries, it will be in its home sign. So Mars has been through a lot of difficulty through Aquarius, because it went through, it was on the South Node. It went through difficult squares with Uranus. It was at a very, very difficult time in its transit, and it's happy because it's happier than being in Aquarius, because Aquarius is an air sign, so fire and air do mean explosion. Look at the worldly news. Look at what's happened in the past 4 or 5 months. Look at your own personal life. Like, on the collective front, it's been really hard for people. As well as that, on our own lives, in our own lives, it's been like really, really tough. It's like there's been a lot of trouble, a lot of changes happening. People have had, like, one day good, the next day it's like downhill. I see it in, people that are around me in their lives. Same with me. I mean, we're all going through the same energies. So Mars, as I said, moving into Pisces. Pisces is a water sign, so Mars slows down there. It's like putting something that's on fire, let's say a torch, put it in water. It's like putting out the fire. It's difficult to move through because Pisces is murky. It's like watery, it's unclear. It's very loving. Of course, Pisces has got a lot of love to give. It's the divine love. But Mars being there, it's like its energy is slowed down. It's like taking a break. It's as though it's taken drugs. Mars has taken drugs. It's drugged out and it's like going with the flow. It's lost its energy though. Think about it. What else? Okay. Let's see what's next. We've got Venus direct on the 16th of November. Don't forget, she's still in her shadow period. Even though it's all systems go, she's actually moving over the degrees. She's at 25 degrees, right? When she goes direct. She's at 25 degrees and she's still in Libra, which is her own home. So she's very happy there. She's very happy to move direct too. So from 25 degrees, she will be slowly and not long to go before she moves into into Scorpio, and that will be in 2.5 weeks. So yeah, once she gets to the 10 degrees of Scorpio, that will be when her shadow period ends. So it is all systems go, but she's still sort of it's as though she's working on the last details of, we're working on the last details of what we perceive as, something that is adorable, beautiful, something that we love, anything that is of value to us, anything to do with love and money, and our value system. So very positive that she's moving direct. It's great. And being in Libra, it's the house of partnership. So we are still talking about finding our balance. We're hoping to find our balance. We're going to be able to be, just like Libra, trying to find the balance and being there for others, because Libra is other people. It's the house of partnership, right? Whether it's family, business, or romance. Now, on the same day, like tomorrow, Mercury goes retrograde. So it's like Venus finishes, Mercury begins. So we're not at the end of the retrograde season. Now, Mercury is not such a tragic retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde 3 or 4 times every year. It's just that Mercury deals with communications, right? Anything to do with communicating, third house matters, which is siblings, neighbors, friends, being in a small group, anything to do with study as well. So anything electronic, anything that is driven, anything that you sit in and you drive it, be careful. There may be breakdowns. Be careful with looking at the details. You need to look over details again and again with Mercury retrograde, because if you are, let's say, traveling, you've got, your flight, your itinerary, look over the details, because there is a big chance that there is some sort of a mistake. There could be delays, there could be cancellations, what have you. Now, Mercury is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is it's the house of higher education. Mercury is ruled by the house opposite Sag, which is Gemini, right? So little Mercury being in huge Gemini, because in huge Sagittarius, Sagittarius being ruled by Jupiter, is grand. It's big. It's enormous, So little Mercury in there moving retrograde is going to be going through some difficult aspects with Neptune at the moment. Actually, in the next week, we've got a difficult square between Mercury and Neptune, and that speaks of confusion. So yeah, be careful. Be careful with being confused. Neptune is in Pisces. It's very strong. Even though it's retrograde, and we're wearing rose-colored glasses. I already feel the confusion the past couple of days, so the next week, still the same. Be careful with your details. Be careful with communications and not misunderstanding. And try and stay alert. Keep that left brain working. Do not go into disillusion and illusions with Neptune in Pisces can happen. Now, on the 22nd of November, the sun will enter Sagittarius. What a beautiful time. Happy birthday, Sagittarius, right? Happy, happy birthday. I was so happy to give you the best reading in the whole world. So happy to do that for you. So, the sun in Sagittarius, there's a lot of optimism. My God. There is a lot of clarity. What is the sun? The sun is the ruler of Leo. It's, as I said before, it's grand. And when the sun meets up with Jupiter, which won't be long, let me see. Okay, so in 1.6 weeks, so in about 10 days, the sun is conjunct Jupiter in Sagittarius. My God, wishes coming true. Anything to do with Sagittarius, which is foreign places, foreign cultures, higher education, spirituality, truth, freedom, exploration, exploring, going on that adventure. It's a time to go on an adventure. It's a time to travel. Now, with Mercury retrograde, know that it only lasts for about 3 weeks. So it does not take long. It's actually like 3 weeks, but then it will be in shadow just for a bit. Let's say I will tell you when it will be going direct. So in 3 weeks, which will be December the 7th, Mercury will be going direct. Yeah. So things will be back to normal. And that's fantastic. So communications, everything will come back to normal. Venus will be out of its shadow by then. It will be in Scorpio. So still deep Scorpio, hidden stuff. But that is still death and transformation, but in a very positive way because Venus will be direct. So anything to do with intimacy as well. Very, Scorpios rules the sexual organs. This is like sex on fire. Sex on leg, how do we say it? Sex on legs, yeah. So now, 23rd of November, which is, 23rd is like 11. If you break it down, it's a number 11. Again, it's in the 11th month of the 11th year. So I'm saying that the full moon in Gemini, at the beginning of Gemini, is going to be amazing. Now, Gemini is all about, it's ruled by Mercury. Gemini is an air sign, so it's all about our intellect. It's all about communication, writing, reading, studying, siblings, neighbors, education, as well as short distance travel. Full moon is a completion, right? It's clarity. It's like an illumination. So with completions come new beginnings, correct? So it's at 0 degrees and 52 of Gemini, which is, it's actually on the cusp with Taurus. Now, the last full moon was in Taurus. Taurus is all about our values, what is near and dear to us, what we value, it's all about the comforts in our life. Taurus is it's earth. So it's all about putting in that hard work because it's the house of earned income. So working hard towards things that make you feel comfortable, right? So being right on the cusp of Taurus Gemini, it's all about the things that I just mentioned, like, anything to do with communication. Also, publicity, like publishing a book, anything that's been written. I think that people are going to look at uh, this time as very important because, as I said, Gemini is logic, Gemini is the left brain. It's a very intellectual sign. So our intellect will be very, very important at this time. And anything that deals with that left brain, logic, anything to do with logic. All right, 24th of November, Neptune goes direct. So we've got so many things happening. Neptune direct, those rose-colored glasses are coming off. Neptune is in Pisces. It's at 13 degrees, almost 14 degrees of Pisces. So moving direct, Pisces is the divine love. Pisces is the completion of a cycle. It's the last sign of the zodiac. Now, Pisces is also a water sign. So, as I said, with Neptune moving direct, even though Pisces is also, it's a very dark house. It's the occult. It's things that are hidden. The positive thing with Neptune moving direct is that those glasses will come off. We will be able to see through the veil. So anything that has been disillusioning for you, if you've been stuck in an illusion, if you've been drugging yourself out because the energies have been so difficult, it's actually time to cut down on those drugs, see things clearly, right? And just go with the flow, because Pisces is it's, as I said, it's the divine love. It's giving everything to the world. And I think that it is time for, with Neptune moving direct and in its own home sign, we've got Jupiter direct in its home sign. We've got Venus at that stage, obviously direct in its home sign still. This is like incredible. It really is. Now, the moon, while I'm doing this, is in Aquarius. Aquarius is the rebel. The moon is our emotions. So not being so emotional, I would say, because Aquarius is like, they break down, they rebel against things that don't work for them, right? So with the moon moving through Aquarius, it's like detaching from our emotions. It's like using, again, our intellect, because all air signs are intellectual, more than what our heart space is. So it's detaching from anything that is difficult emotionally. Now, the moon is also home. It's our mother as well. So this is like detaching, like cutting that umbilical cord, I would say, and breaking free from anything that has been tying you, holding you hostage to some sort of an obligation. Could be a family obligation, could be anything to do with home, your roots, anything like that. So what have I not mentioned so I can finish the astrology part of this reading? Okay, well, Pluto is direct in Capricorn at 19 degrees. Saturn is at 6 degrees. It's starting to get closer and closer to Pluto. Saturn, of course, is very strong. Yeah, I didn't mention that. Saturn is in its own home sign of Capricorn, very, very strong. And with the nodes having shifted into Cancer, Capricorn, Cancer is the north node, south node is in Capricorn. It's a very Capricornian time for the next year and a half. Now, Cancer is the home, the family, the roots, the mother. Capricorn is our status in the world. It's being the authority. It's putting in that hard work, standing strong, becoming the elder. So that's the axis we will be working through. This is our soul's purpose for the next 18 months. Anything to do with career, which is Capricorn, and home, which is Cancer. So I think I will leave it at that. When I have time, I will upload more astrology on Vimeo. I will let you know about it. I'm really struggling with time at the moment. The only thing that I did not mention is that the sun is still at 22 degrees of Scorpio. It's finishing up its cycle in Scorpio, and it will be moving into Sag, right, very soon, as well as Chiron at 28 degrees of Pisces. It's still in its retrograde mode. So Chiron is the wounded healer. It's going back, trying to find a way to heal and end a chapter of anything to do with past life wounds, childhood wounds, and Chiron being the wounded healer. Some of us are licking our wounds, trying to heal them, and in the process we are becoming the healers. Now, when Chiron moves back into Aries, this is a sign of the initiation. This is a brand new sign, a brand new cycle. And so we will be instigating healing, okay, healing through crisis, healing and becoming the warrior, pushing the energies through to bring on that healing or to become that healer. Did I mention Uranus at 29 degrees of Aries? Again, very explosive. Okay, very, very explosive. Now, one last thing that I wanted to say was that Mars, which will be moving into Pisces, Mars is the ruler of Aries, right? And Uranus being in Aries, it's like Uranus rules Aquarius. So it's funny, you know, having Mars in Aquarius at the last degrees. It's like, it's as though they've swapped positions. So instead of Mars being where Uranus is where Mars would be, and so on and so forth. So this is a very interesting time because there is a sextile between the two, all right? And this is very interesting because it's very important when this happens. All right, so I think I will leave you at that. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Sending you many wishes and many blessings. Stay well, stay blessed. Bye.